Feather Intuitive, and welcome to Divinely Decked. These are tarot and oracle reviews done Stacy style. And I'm so excited to be connecting with you guys today. We are actually going to be doing a review on an oracle deck that I got maybe 5 or 6 months ago from Raven Philon, and it is the Dracones Loqui. And I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm probably not, so forgive me on that. But Raven also has another tarot deck, and I can't remember the name of it now. I've had it for years, but have kind of been like working with it off and on. I always love the imagery of it, but for whatever reason, I'm never really super drawn to it. But when I saw this oracle deck, I got super excited. So let's just sort of take a look. Like I said, I've been working with this for a few months now. It's got a big, beautiful box. It is a Blue Angel deck, and I love Blue Angel. Of course, it starts off Welcome Seeker, and it's Dragons Speak is what it means. So you can read what's going on here. It's a 54 card deck. And, Blue Angel always just does everything right. The card stock is great. The book is fantastic. So we've got an insert here in this box. And check out these cards. They're circular. Now, some people really hate circular cards. I know there's a... let me take a look at what it's called there. The Wild Unknown, Kim Kranz, is known for doing decks in, sort of interesting shapes. And in theory, it's fantastic. But in reality, to shuffle, it can be a little bit difficult. But you know what? I just say, when in Rome, do as the Romans. Sometimes we got to shake things up. The book itself is fantastic. It's got this rose petal finish. On the top of it, of course, there's a lot of this beautiful gilding. There is gilding, I will say, on the side of the cards as well, which I think is great. It's kind of an orangey yellow. These have almost like the plasticky pages, so they really spared no expense. It's a fantastic book, and we're going to actually use the book so that I can show you how this particular book works. And how these cards work, because this oracle deck, each card has 3 different meanings or 3 different messages from the 3 different dragons that it is working with. So let me just sort of walk you through. First of all, the cardstock is really great. It's super thick. It's got a softer rose petal feel, but not like super rose petal. Of course, I said we have gilding on the edges. We also have some gold gilding around the cards and a beautiful, sort of decorative, shiny piece in the center. Of course, because they're circular, they are absolutely, I want to say, reversible. And in some cases, that's kind of a pain in the butt, because when you turn over the card and you're looking for the message, sometimes it's upside down, sometimes it's on the side. So you have to just kind of orient yourself to it. But let's just sort of take a look at this here. So, perfect. So we actually got the number 1 card in here, which is Beginnings. Just so happens to be the first one that we flip over. And it's all based on the symbolism of things. So you can see we've got these beautiful colors here. There are always little gemstones that are depicted. We've got the elements. So we've got the spirit element. We've got air, earth, fire, and water represented in here. A little bit of like a tree root. And let's just, since we pulled the first one, I'm going to just go ahead and read that, so that you can get an idea of what this particular oracle deck is all about. So we have this beautiful Beginnings here. They give us an affirmation. In every beginning lies the infinite potential for growth, discovery, and transformation. Today, I embrace the beauty of fresh starts, trusting my ability to navigate new paths with courage, clarity, and resilience. With each step forward, I am guided by the light of possibility, knowing that every beginning is a doorway to a brighter tomorrow. Then we have the 3 dragons that are represented in this book. We have Lux, we have Terra, and we have Umbra. So Lux or Lux shines, Terra speaks, and Umbra growls. And I love this because you get 3 different perspectives on the card. And of course, Umbra growls, I would say, is that's the reverse right? That's sort of the reverse energy, or the reverse perspective. Tara speaks, Lux shines. So we've got head, heart, and spirit, mind, body, spirit, head, heart, soul. Also three different perspectives. So these cards are just really cool when they come up. And I like to use them as a companion deck, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I just want to go through these cards with you here. So this is communicate. This is love. And so they all have the elements represented around them, and the symbol and the coloring in the center is different. Time, and you can see how I have to turn it around to actually see where the message is. Truth. Ooh, that's a super cool one. It's like the egg has hatched open and you're seeing the truth inside. Dance. This one comes up for me a lot, and I always laugh when it comes up. I'm like, really? Really, Spirit? That's your message to me? But it's always a good message. The dragons speak well. Structure. Yeah, and the symbol really shows a lot of structure. This also makes me think of the Enterprise. My Star Trek comes out in me. Ripples. This is kind of a cool comment. What do we think of when we think ripples? I always think, like it's the ripple effect, the pebble in the pond. I don't know if that's the actual message, but that's what I'm getting as I'm reading it intuitively. Magic. Love this imagery. Love the colors in all of this. Here we have spirit. Soar. Ooh, that's a good Phoenix one. Mind. What's going on in the mind? Journey. Ooh, I love that. Beautiful depiction. Flow. Ooh, if I can get it. Flow. Guide. Oh, it's like a bigger person and a smaller person, almost like flames, candle flames, guiding one another. Strength. Connection. Intimacy. Hope. Create. Transcend. Oh, I like that one. Trinity. Dichotomy. Oh, for I don't know, it was like the first 3 weeks that I got this deck. Every single card pull, I pulled the dichotomy card. I was like, okay, Spirit, really? Let's move on. I want to get to know some of the other cards. Self. See. And I really use this rest. I use this deck as a companion deck. I don't necessarily use it on its own. I always use it with, my tarot cards and things of that nature. Prayer. So I've got a special deck that I'm going to show you that it really pairs well with. Power. And especially because the colors are so incredible. Treasure. It's so bright on its own. It stands out on its own. So you need a deck that's really going to hold its own with it so that they can both shine. Give and receive. Breathe. That's a nice one. Passion. Fulfillment. Forewarning. Ooh, that's interesting. Rituals. Some of these cards I've never pulled. I've never gotten these cards before. Mourn. Learn. Leap. Oh, that's a great one. I love the galactic piece behind it all. Shelter. Nourish. Focus. That's cool. Message. Scream. Ooh, I've been feeling that lately. That's the Lilith in me coming out. Scream, rage, order. Oh, I like that. So the 3 boxes all in order, black, black, black with a little bit of a crack starting up. That feels really interesting. Let's see, we've got conflict. Center. Yes, the heart is at the center of everything. Choice. direction, fears, burden, suffering, chaos, gratitude. Oh, that's gorgeous. And temple. Ooh, the body is the temple. So I'm going to show you what I do in terms of like a companion deck. And I've got my Tarot Illuma that I absolutely love. This is by Kalina Kalina Lux. Oh, how interesting. Lux speaks, and I chose the Illuma Tarot with Lux as the author. That's so funny. So let's just do a couple of sample readings. So, if I'm pulling a card here, let's just see what transpires. So we're pulling the Temple card, and I'm pulling the Four of Coins and the Ace of Wands. So we can see here, if Temple is at the center of it, my body is my temple. The ritual, the research, the coming into myself, coming into my soul flame. The Four of Coins wants to protect this. There's some protection that's happening, but there's also something new on the horizon. There's an inspired action that is required around me stepping into that temple space. Let me just shuffle these up. Let's pull another one. Communicate. So you can see that these colors are complementary. They don't clash, but they're both bright enough that they make sense. Communicate. So I've got Three of Coins. So that's that collaborative energy, being in a space of collaboration. I need to communicate more. I need to collaborate with people in order to feel comfortable about that communication. And the Chariot, because it's time for me to move on to something else, something different and something new. Now let's try one more so that you kind of get the hint of, how all of this works. We're just going to pull a random one here. Give and receive. So what do I need to know about the give and the receive piece? So I got the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is a card of entrapment. It's also a card of liberation. So give and receive, entrapment and liberation. What am I giving to myself that is causing me to be trapped? What am I receiving that is allowing me to be free? And then we have the Ten of Cups. In order for that liberation to happen, in order for me to give and receive, I have to create a vision for myself. I have to go into a space where I am saying, here's my ideal. This is the ideal outcome. This is what I want to manifest. This is what I am working towards. And it's bringing that new energy. But in order to do that, I have to liberate myself from the binds that are holding me. And that is how I'm able to give and receive. So that just kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of how these cards can complement one another. And now let me just do a quick little Stacy style card reading on how this particular deck wants to work with you if you are interested in, well, there we go, in checking it out. Breathe. So this is a deck that is going to always give you the opportunity to pause and breathe, to connect with the body, to take a little bit of time out, especially because you can read this intuitionally, but you absolutely want to take advantage of looking at the book because it's got 3 separate messages for you with each card. And I feel like when we are breathing, when we are taking that little time out, we are giving our souls and ourselves a chance to reconnect. And I feel like that's what this deck is going to do. It's going to help you to breathe so that you can feel truly, fully connected with yourself. I also highly recommend this deck if you're wanting a quick keyword to meditate on, because the symbolism is also going to subconsciously activate you while you are in that meditative state. All right, guys, that is our review for the Dracones Loqui, which is Dragon Speaks from Raven Felon. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in with me. You know, I love doing all of these. Can't wait to see you next time on the flip side for another segment of Divinely Decked. See you soon. That's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was great to connect with you guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more content like this. And feel free to follow me on Blue Sky for even more content every single day. Can't wait to see you guys next week for another installment of Black Feather Couture, Divining the VIP Life.